الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
إن الحمد لله نحمده تبارك وتعالى ونصلي على جميع أنبيائه ورسله ونستفتح بالذي هو خير. سبحانك ربنا لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا. نعوذ بك اللهم من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه وخليله وخيرته من خلقه. بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة. تركنا على المحجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن استنى بسنته ودعا بدعوته إلى يوم الدين. About it, Quran, never lose hope or despair. And this topic is needed, timely, scheduled, and not timely needed. Once we reflect on the conditions of the Muslim Ummah worldwide, right now and throughout the whole century, we come up to see for reality that problems accumulated and not a single one of them been solved throughout the whole century. We keep adding problem to the Muslim Ummah and just put it on the side and start another fire, and put it on the side and start another fire, have been overwhelming every corner of the Muslim Ummah. Has a fire, has a war, has a refugees, has a failure, has a tyranny, has a corruption, has immorality, has a wrong direction away from the Quran. These things, and you look to the present and to the future, still you do not see light by the end of this time. That leads to many who are weak of their iman to surrender, to submit, to give up, to despair, to look for way out outside the boundaries and the limits. And this issue that is physically, we see it, we live it, we feel it, we understand it, and through the history, it does not leave energy or thought or feeling or hope for us to see the future. No one knows what is next. It might be another crisis. It might be another problem just like that we had. So, that leads to two dominating diseases, I call them. Disease number one, hopelessness. And disease number two, blame. What do we do? Find someone scapegoat and blame. The enemies, the kafir, the resources, the followers, the community, the leaders, the giant, all of these just scapegoats. We do not want to go and say, what is my share of the mess? We don't. Now, to justify, to do nothing, find an excuse. And there are many all the time. You can make an excuses. And then blame and go and rest. Or, what is worse, people saying, well, this is the end time. And it should be like that. And Mahdi is coming. He has the stick of Musa. He will talk all the time. Relax. Just wait for Mahdi. Go and cook dinner. He's coming soon. And he's going to finish all the problem. That is worse than the other ones. Because when you think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have sent this precious Quran and this great Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and this great religion just only to last 1400 years and that's over? That's it? It leads me to doubt the wisdom behind this. Definitely. And on top of that, Allah said, this is mercy to mankind. Well, in the best assumption, Islam have reached only quarter of the humanity. How come Allah said, I'm sending mercy to mankind and it didn't go anywhere? Even those who have it do not taste the mercy of it. So, it tells me this is not the end time, this is the beginning time. The cycle is going to start now for this mercy through this kind of simple and humble effort to reach Allah where He wants all humanity. And they enjoy the mercy of His deen that He sent through us, all humanity. So, for that reason, we need badly, more than food and eat and drink to discuss this issue. Are we hopeless? Despair? Doubtful about our deen or religion? See no wisdom behind it? It's not used, really. The deen is not used for a little bit, for 1,000 years, okay, for 1,400 years, and then gonna be thrown away? That's the end of it? So, let's take example. The Prophet ﷺ used to go to the Kaaba and look everywhere. There are 360 idols. Wherever he tried to focus to pray, in front of him idols. 360 idols surrounding him. This is only in the Kaaba. And then in houses and marketplaces, idols everywhere. If I was there, I was okay, it's okay. What are you going to do? And they are guarded, they are protected, they are gods, they are worshipped, they are revered. They are sacrificed for. How am I going to change this? And then, as you know, he and his companions were oppressed, weakened, stripped their right, has no role to the community, has no right whatsoever. Boycotted, put in a siege in the valley, then his uncle, then his wife, great wife, passed away, and he is in the dark. He went to a Taif, and as people have stoned him, it chased him in the alleys of the city of Taif, running away, has no one to stop them or to say to this mob, stop it. This is human being, at least. You don't want what he said, fine, leave him alone. No one. Muslims at that time in the Mecca were free to do whatever you want to do against them. You want to torture somebody, kidnap somebody, kick somebody, beat somebody, prison somebody. Bilal used to be beaten every day. Khabbab and Ammar and his Yasir al-family were in this real severe conditions, but they never gave up. They never lost hope. They never said too much sacrifice. We have not sacrificed as they did. And imagine the Prophet ﷺ gave the news that all the tribes, the 40 of them, met in Dar al-Nadwa and made a decision by consensus, all of them, that to get rid of you, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All what Allah sent Jibreel to tell him, that is their decision, to get your neck. And let him alone. Take care of yourself. Take care of myself? What can I do? He is in house arrest. He is in their hand. He is under their captivities. And they have the authority and the power. And he said, this is the decision they make. Take care of yourself. What he say? Oh, just sit and cry. Wait for execution, for death, for never. Take care of yourself. I'll do whatever I can to take care of myself. And went to Abu Bakr and this, you know, all this arrangement, and go to the cave and hide and have somebody to bring food. Just take care of yourself. But not the solution, surrender. Give up. Not the solution, absolutely not. And Allah knows you can do something, do it. And Allah will complete it, will perfect that. Imagine in the battle of the trench. Muslims have not even sat down in Mecca. And they looked to 15,000 armies around Medina. And inside Medina, the hypocrites. And inside Medina, there are some Jewish tribes portraying and drawing the map, leading and guiding them how to take over Medina. This is what Allah said. إِذْ جَاءُوكُم مِّن فَوْقِكُمْ وَمِنْ أَسْفَلَ مِنْكُمْ وَإِذْ زَاغَتِ الْأَبْصَارُ وَبَلَغَتِ الْقُلُوبُ الْحَنَاجِرَ وَتَظُنُّونَ بِاللَّهِ الظُّنُونَ هُنَالِكَ ابْتُلِيَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ وَزُلْزِلُوا زِلْزَالًا شَدِيدًا. This is just one vivid picture. That 3,000 men, Muslim men, armed, and they're besieged from within themselves. They have, as we said, the tribes of hypocrisies and the tribes of Jews and all the allies campaigning outside Medina. Allah said, Sahaba, all of them were full of fear. When you are fearful, what happens? Three things. You see things, many things. You see one thing, 5 things. You can see, you can focus. You can see exactly what is happening. When you look to object, you see 3, 4 objects there. زَاغَتِ الْأَبْصَارِ. It's a lens and it is focused. That's the normal vision. But when you are fearful, the blood and all the other psychological effect make you see the one thing, many things. زَاغَتِ الْأَبْصَارِ. وَبَلَغَتِ الْقُلُوبُ الْحَنَاجِرَ. When you are fearful, what happens? Your heart starts beating up. Until you have no place to breathe. As if your heart is choking you. And then, what else? The third one, you start shaking. if there is earthquake and there is nothing. Allah said this is exactly what happened to Rasulullah and his companions. إذ زاغت الأبصار وبلغت القلوب الحناجر وتظنون بالله الظنون هنالك ابتلي المؤمنون ابتلاء. Yes, you get to be tested. You are not going to be promoted. You are not going to be upgraded. You are not going to be elevated. You are not going to be purified. You are not going to be closer to God until you pass the test. Everyone has his own test. And that was the test of the Sahaba. But today, to complete the story, what was the reaction of the companions when they are in these conditions? As Allah said, وَلَمَّا رَأَى الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الْأَحْزَابَ قالوا هذا ما وعدنا الله ورسوله وصدق الله ورسوله وما زادهم إلا إيمانا وتثبيتا. Once the believers saw the parties campaigning around the Medina, what did they say? You misled us. There is something wrong. Blame someone. Let's surrender. Let's give up. And actually, the Prophet ﷺ suggested to Ansar to open the siege. How about we compromise, give them part of the crops of Medina? He was consulting this with the Ansar. Ansar told him, is this a revelation from God? I have no choice. But if this is your opinion, we'll never give them a spoon of the dirt of Medina. We were kafir worshipping idols. They used to dream of a scoop of the dirt of Medina and they never get it. We are Muslims and we are on the deen and we have the Quran, we have you. And Jannah ahead of us, wallahi, will never give them anything until we are all gone. This is what the Ansar said. And that's why Allah said, وَلَمَّا رَأَى الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الْأَحْزَابَ قَالُوا هَذَا مَا وَعَدَنَا اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ. What do you expect your enemy to do? To babysit you? To comfort you? To help you? To protect you? What do you expect your enemy to do? Ansar said this is exactly what he has warned us. If they get the upper hand, they will take over and they will slaughter and slash our necks. This is exactly what we have been told and warned and prepared for. And that led them for Iman to increase and surrender, submission to Allah and His messengers to be. So now today we see all of this problem. Shall we give them part of the crowd? Give them jizya? Maybe if we pay some money for them, they will let us free. Or surrender to them, or still fast and be firm. What you are worried about? If you are sincere, you are doing the right things, following the right things, and steadfast, there is no doubt that the day is going to come and the sun will rise upon its wings. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa alihi wa sahbihi wa man. So the questions to you, from studying the seerah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his companions and his followers, first, second generation, can you relate to me in one occasion that they lost hope or blame Quraysh or the people of the book or the Persians or the Romans? Can you relate to me that in any point of this crisis, this dark point, that either the Prophet or Sahaba or the companions or the followers have put the blame on someone else, or excused themselves, or never said it is in time. Let's just wait for the Mahdi. Go and rest. Take care of yourself. No. Never said, if this is the challenge Allah has sent to me, He knows I can help. And He is there. What can I do? And move forward. With hopefulness, steadfastness, belief and trust in Allah and His Deen and His Message. The promise of Allah, when He said this mercy to mankind is going to reach all mankind. It's got to this way or that way. So, and by the end of the day, I'm in my way to Jannah. So why am I worried or afraid of anything? But dear brothers and sisters, consequences are imminent. So we make choices. Each choice we make, if it has a consequence, either good or bad. It depends on the choices we make. And I have to be prepared and able to pay the price and the consequences of my choices. That's no exception. Even the Prophet ﷺ, in the Battle of Uhud, he put those 40 men to guard their back, right? And those 40 men took the decision in their hand and looked to the situation, say, oh, battle is over, let's go down and help. They moved from the mountain and went down. What happened? 70 great Sahaba, including Hamza and Mus'ab, were murdered. The Prophet was injured. His tooth was broken. He fell in a hole, dirt hole. Consequences are part of the deal. Don't think it's going to be just like smooth and that's it. The choices you make will bear consequences. I get to be prepared to bear those consequences. 70 great Sahaba. Okay. Why? These are the consequences of one group of us have made that decision. And so on and so on. So, Adam, when he decided to eat from the tree, well, he put the food in his stomach. Well, the food has to get out. How he can get it out? Jannah, there is nothing. There is no restroom, there is no toilet, there is no bathroom. Has to bear the consequences. And so on and so forth. This is how you have to be close to Allah, sincere, knowledgeable, aware of the inputs of the history, aware of the inputs of the Quran, aware of the inputs of your circumstances, and make the decision, asking Allah to make the decision guided, so the consequences happen. But if it is misguided, lack knowledge, or whatsoever, there are consequences I have to bear, but still is not the end of the day. So I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to strengthen our iman and to install hope in our heart and to guide us in this way, to accept from us and make us sincere, and to protect us from all sides and from all enemies and from all evils, and to grant believers who are struggling for His cause victory in this life and hereafter. اللهم صل على محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما باركت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم عباد الله ان الله يامر بالعدل والاحسان وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي وينهى عن
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله Zach?
No,
Oh, okay. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Hayya ala salah, hayya ala falah. Qad qamat as-salatu, qad qamat as-salah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
Allahu Akbar.
الله أكبر.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين
آمين.
قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. الله سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
آمين.
إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.